I'm Joe Edwards. I'm the digital manager here at Gateley, a professional services business, but I've worked in more traditional law firms for the past 12 to 15 years. Gateley is a professional services business, and within that means that we're not a traditional law firm. We have a lot of consultancy arms of the business that have different requirements for their client base. We use Fliplet across the business for a wide range of things. Some of those are internal facing, some of those are external facing, but each of the businesses that make up Gateley have very different requirements. So using the app builders that we have, we are able to scale each of those requirements differently depending on what the business needs are. For the internal apps that we built, they have been managed and seamlessly integrated, embedded within the intranet so that people can be using them on a daily basis without necessarily knowing that they're using them. Some of the previous issues around apps that Fliplet have got around is being able to deploy apps very quickly and have them placed around your website, your intranet, or anything else that you use for marketing channels without people actually having to download individual apps to use them on a daily basis. External facing apps, we have things purposely built for clients where we may be able to offer them specific response management and crisis management advice and point them in the direction of the experts that they need to speak to at those times, but also in relation to tax calculators and R&D tax credits, how we can reduce tax expenditure for businesses and business owners, and various other apps that we've created for our client base. One of the features that I get the most value from, and I've used this in all of the apps that we build across, is actually the data sources, because you can build apps based on information you can populate into a data source. A data source sounds incredibly technical, but effectively it's a spreadsheet that sits behind the app that you can pull and drag and drop information into to build content for your app. So within specific app cases for us, we would use that as directory listings or upcoming events that we can tag and output into event pages or content pages across each of our apps. Because of the diverse range of businesses that make up Gateley, we have needed a tool that will allow us to do different things and be different things to different people. We use Fliplet because it's easy to deploy. We can set up pages and apps which you can deploy anywhere within the space of minutes and hours. Traditionally, that would take potentially days of development time for someone who is a developer. We can do that within the digital team in the space of hours without having to resort to development time and the expense of development time to build something that we're ultimately going to use for internal purposes. We can do that at scale, or we can do that very quickly. Before Fliplet, and not necessarily within Gateley, if we wanted to do something that's externally facing, we'd have to try and find tools to build a capability to deploy that, or look at expensive app building in a traditional format. But having the capabilities within Fliplet that we have here at Gateley means that we can take a lot of this stuff in-house without having to spend time or money on development. Being able to utilize an app to its full capabilities without having to incur additional charges every time you want to create a new app has been useful for us in particular. We have requests that come in all over the business for how we want to build and develop apps, and that process is pretty straightforward. The prerequisites for us doing that are really for them to understand what the problem is and what it is that they're trying to achieve. We ask for teams to provide objectives for what they want to get out of their apps before we can start doing build processes, so that we can understand the KPIs and what we actually want to report on. That's been key for us. We want to make sure that the app is performing, the app is delivering against the objectives that we set. Some will be engagement within the app, whether that's through surveys or through document reading, link clicks or anything else, but some will be lead generation. So we do track that through to inquiries generated either through the app or following onto the website. We can understand the value that those apps are bringing and make sure that they're hitting all the KPIs that we want to hit. Traditional app building, you would download on a phone, download on your mobile devices and deploy out to the entire business so that they can use them for whatever they need, whether that's clients or internal facing apps. But where we've been trying to get to and what we continue to try and do as part of the business is develop apps that can be used within existing infrastructure, whether that's our intranet or sitting somewhere else within our internal network. So one of the apps that we find useful at the moment is just around a calendar format where we can embed all of the upcoming dates to external facing or internal facing events into a Fliplet built app that we've deployed into the intranet just as a web page. Where we've benefited from Fliplet in using the app builder is in the diverse range of businesses that we have and being able to expand what we can deliver to those businesses because they all have different requirements. We've needed to maintain different apps for different people, and the requirements that come in from those teams can be quite diverse. So the versatility of the app builders for us have been huge in being able to deliver against what they're asking us to market for them. Where I found value in using Fliplet for my role in Gateley as digital manager is to drive engagement for the website. We've had to use different tools previously to do that, but Fliplet has much more versatile, wide-ranging capabilities that we can use to drive engagement. We use Fliplet's embedded tools and features within our existing web pages to create app calculators and any type of engagement tools that allow users of our website and visitors to interact with pages and provide them with engaging tools and flexibility instead of just content. And that's where apps has come into shape for us, and using Fliplet here at Gateley, it's been incredibly useful to be able to do that. Really easy, and I say that because you can copy apps that's already in the library. You don't have to build everything from scratch. You are effectively given templates that you can use for a wide range of things. What that template is initially set up to do may not be what you eventually use it for, but there's features in there within the library already that you can make use of before you have to do any level of customization. By customization, I really mean personalization to get it into a format that you want to use it in. So I find it useful for a wide range of things, and just being able to deploy and scale apps in a very quick way makes it an incredibly powerful tool for us. We're effectively trying to digitize a lot of our manual solutions that we have in place at the moment and replace those with new and unique app opportunities for us. Where we see other potential value across the business, where we may have a solution for one thing in a different area of the business, we want to try and combine that into potentially one solution. So we're talking with Fliplet at the moment as to how we can take some of those other challenges that we've managed to fix within IT or facilities or somewhere else and merge them into effectively one relationship. We want to reduce cost effectively for the relationships and contracts that we have, but also because we want to provide one easy solution across the business that can be scaled and can be managed effectively and efficiently within their team and within ours as well. To find out a little bit more information about Gateley, you can visit our website, or any of our social media channels. We actively post on the things that we're up to on a regular basis, and we would love to hear your thoughts.